Force yourself to be consistent. Those words hold the key to unlocking your true potential. They're the foundation of every great achievement, every lasting success. Consistency is not just a habit. It is a superpower that can transform your life. Think about it. The world's most accomplished individuals reached their goals through sporadic bursts of effort. They got there through unwavering day-in, day-out dedication to their craft. It is not about grand gestures or moments of brilliance. It is about showing up time and time again, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency builds momentum. It is like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and speed as it goes. At first, your efforts might seem small, insignificant even. But keep at it day after day and watch as those small actions compound into something truly remarkable. Consider the simple act of saving money. Put aside $1 a day, and it might not seem like much, but do that consistently for a year and you've got $365. Do it for 10 years and suddenly you're looking at $3,650. And that's before we even factor in interest or investment returns. That's the power of consistency. The same principle applies to any goal you are pursuing. Want to get in shape? It is not about killing yourself at the gym once a month. It is about doing something active every single day, even if it is just a short walk. Want to learn a new skill? 15 minutes of focused practice each day will take you further than sporadic, intense study sessions. Consistency creates habits, and habits shape our lives. When you force yourself to be consistent, you are essentially reprogramming your brain. You are telling yourself, this is who I am. And over time, those actions become automatic, as natural as breathing. But here's the catch. Consistency is not easy. If it were, everyone would be wildly successful. It requires discipline, willpower, and often pushing through discomfort. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, when you'd rather stay in bed or vague out on the couch. Those are the days that matter most. Forcing yourself to be consistent means showing up especially on those tough days. It means doing the work even when you don't see immediate results. It means trusting the process, believing that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Remember, success is not about perfection. It is about progress. You don't have to be flawless in your consistency. What matters is that you keep coming back, keep trying, keep pushing forward. Missed a day. Don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track the next day. Consistency also breeds confidence. When you prove to yourself day after day that you can follow through on your commitments, you start to trust yourself more. You begin to see yourself as someone who gets things done, someone who's reliable and dependable. That self-image is incredibly powerful. Think about the most successful people in any field. Athletes, business leaders, artists, what do they all have in common? They show up. They put in the work. They're consistent. They understand that talent alone is not enough. It is the daily grind, the relentless pursuit of their goals, that sets them apart. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not trying to be a world-class athlete or a billionaire CEO. That's okay. Consistency is not just for the extraordinary achievers. It is for anyone who wants to improve their life, anyone who has a dream they want to pursue. Maybe you want to be a better parent. Consistency means being present for your children every day, not just when it is convenient. Perhaps you are working on your health. Consistency means making good food choices and staying active, not just when you are feeling motivated. The beauty of consistency is that it applies to every area of life. Your relationships, your career, your personal growth, all can be transformed through the power of consistent action. But let's be real. Forcing yourself to be consistent is not always fun. There will be days when it feels like a chore, when you question why you are putting yourself through this. That's normal. The key is to push through those feelings, and while action, one way to make consistency easier is to start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick one area, one habit you want to develop, and focus on that. Make it so easy that you can't say no. Just want to start reading more. Commit to reading just 1 page a day. Want to meditate? Start with it. These small commitments might seem insignificant, but they serve a crucial purpose. They help you build the habit of showing up, of following through. And once you've mastered consistency in one area, you can apply that skill to others. Another powerful tool is to track your progress. Keep a log of your consistent actions. It could be as simple as marking an X on a calendar for each day you follow through. Seeing that chain of X's grow longer and longer can be incredibly motivating. You won't want to break the streak. Remember, consistency is not about perfection, it is about persistence. You will have setbacks. You will have days when life gets in the way. The key is to not let those setbacks derail you completely. If you miss a day, get right back on track the next day. Don't let one slip-up turn into a week of inaction. Consistency also requires patience. In our instant gratification world, it is easy to get discouraged when we don't see immediate results. But real, lasting change takes time. It is like planting a tree. You don't see the growth day to day, but over months and years, that consistent care leads to something magnificent. Force yourself to be consistent, and you are essentially investing in your future self. Every consistent action you take is like making a deposit in the bank of your future success. It might not feel significant in the moment, but over time, those deposits add up to something truly remarkable. Think about who you want to be 5 years from now. What skills do you want to have? What accomplishments do you want to achieve? What kind of person do you want to become? The path to that future self is paved with consistent actions taken today, tomorrow, and every day after that. Consistency also has a ripple effect on your life. When you prove to yourself that you can be consistent in one area, it boosts your confidence in others. You start to see yourself as someone who follows through, someone who can be relied upon. That self-image can transform your relationships, your career, and your overall sense of self-worth. But here's a crucial point. Consistency doesn't mean rigidity. It is not about blindly doing the same thing day in and day out without thought or reflection. True consistency involves regular evaluation and adjustment. Are your consistent actions moving you closer to your goals? If not, it might be time to adjust your approach. This is where the force yourself part comes in. Sometimes being consistent means forcing yourself to change, to adapt, to try new approaches. It means being honest with yourself about what's working and what is not, and having the courage to make changes when necessary. Consistency also requires clarity. It is hard to be consistent if you are not clear on what you are working towards. Take the time to define your goals, to understand why they're important to you. The clearer your vision, the easier it becomes to stay consistent in your pursuit of it. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to build resilience. When you force yourself to show up day after day, you are also building your ability to handle challenges and setbacks. You are training yourself to keep going even when things get tough. This resilience is a valuable asset in all areas of life. Consistency can also help you overcome fear and self-doubt. Often what holds us back is not a lack of ability, but a lack of belief in ourselves. By consistently taking action, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. Each small victory builds your confidence, making it easier to take on bigger challenges. But consistency is not just about personal achievement. It is also about the impact you have on others. When you are consistent, you become someone others can rely on. In your relationships, your work, your community, consistency builds trust and respect. Think about the people you admire most in your life. Chances are one of their defining qualities is consistency. They show up, they follow through, they do what they say they're going to do. By forcing yourself to be consistent, you are becoming that kind of person. Someone worthy of admiration and consistency is also a powerful antidote to procrastination. When you make consistency a habit, you stop waiting for the perfect moment to take action. You understand that the perfect moment is now and every moment after that. You stop making excuses and start making progress. But here's an important point. Consistency doesn't mean you never take a break. In fact, planned rest and recovery are crucial parts of a consistent approach. The key is that these breaks are intentional, not the result of giving up or losing focus. Force yourself to be consistent and you'll find that it gets easier over time. What once required immense willpower becomes second nature. The actions that used to drain you start to energize you. You begin to crave the sense of accomplishment that comes from following through on your commitments. Consistency also helps you develop a growth mindset. When you consistently put in effort, you start to see how your abilities can expand and develop over time. You understand that you are not limited by your current skills or knowledge. With consistent effort, you can grow and improve in any area. Another benefit of consistency is that it helps you cut through the noise and distractions of daily life. In a world that's constantly vying for our attention, consistency gives you a clear focus. It helps you prioritize what's truly important and let go of what's not. Forcing yourself to be consistent also teaches you the value of process over outcome. While goals are important, it is the consistent actions you take toward those goals that truly matter. By focusing on the process, the daily habits and routines, you set yourself up for long-term success. Consistency is also a powerful tool for overcoming plateaus. In any endeavor, there will be times when progress seems to stall. It is in these moments that consistency is most crucial. By continuing to show up and put in the work, you push through these plateaus and reach new levels of achievement. But remember, consistency is not about being a robot. It is about being reliably human. It is about showing up as your best self day after day, even when it is challenging. It is about honoring your commitments to yourself and others. Forcing yourself to be consistent also helps you develop self-discipline. This is a skill that translates to every area of life. When you can consistently do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment, you become unstoppable. Consistency is also about alignment. When your actions consistently align with your values and goals, you experience a deep sense of fulfillment. You are not just going through the motions. You are living with purpose and intention. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to create a positive feedback loop. Consistent actions lead to results which boost your motivation, which in turn makes it easier to stay consistent. It is a virtuous cycle that can propel you toward your goals. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to be boring sometimes. Success often is not flashy. It is the result of showing up day after day, doing the work that needs to be done. Embrace the mundane aspects of consistency, knowing that they're the foundation of extraordinary results. Consistency also helps you develop patience. In a world of quick fixes and instant gratification, the ability to consistently work towards long-term goals is a rare and valuable skill. It allows you to tackle bigger challenges and achieve more significant results. But here's a crucial point. Consistency is not about burning yourself out. It is about finding a sustainable pace. Force yourself to be consistent in a way that you can maintain over the long haul. It is better to do a little bit every day than to go all out for a week and then crash. Consistency also teaches you to focus on what you can control. You can't always control outcomes, but you can control your efforts. By consistently putting in the work, you set yourself up for success, regardless of external factors. Remember, forcing yourself to be consistent doesn't mean you'll always feel motivated. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Consistency is about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It is about honoring your commitments to yourself. Consistency also helps you develop a strong work ethic. When you consistently put in effort, day after day, you build a reputation as someone who can be counted on. This is invaluable in your personal and professional life. Another benefit of consistency is that it helps you make better decisions. When you are consistently working towards your goals, you become more attuned to what serves those goals and what doesn't. You naturally start to prioritize actions that align with your objectives. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to be uncomfortable. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. By consistently pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, you expand your capabilities and achieve things you never thought possible. Consistency is also about momentum. Each consistent action builds upon the last, creating a powerful force that drives you forward. It might start slow, but over time, that momentum becomes nearly unstoppable. But remember, consistency is not about comparison. Your consistent efforts are about becoming the best version of yourself, not about measuring up to others. Focus on your own progress, your own growth, your own journey. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to fail consistently. Not every effort will yield the results you want, but by consistently showing up, you give yourself more opportunities to succeed. You learn from each attempt, refining your approach over time. Consistency is also about creating a personal standard of excellence. When you consistently put in your best effort, you raise the bar for yourself. You begin to expect more from yourself and, in turn, achieve more. Another powerful aspect of consistency is its ability to build trust, not just with others, but with yourself. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you prove to yourself that you are someone who can be relied upon. This self-trust is the foundation of confidence and self-esteem. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to start over. There will be times when you fall off track. The key is to not let these setbacks derail you completely. Each day is a new opportunity to recommit to your consistent efforts. Consistency is also about creating systems that support your goals. By consistently following effective systems and processes, you make success almost inevitable. It is not about relying on willpower alone, but about setting up your environment for success. Remember, consistency is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about showing up day after day and giving your best effort. It is about small actions taken consistently that compound over time into remarkable results. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to delay gratification. It means choosing the long-term benefits of consistent effort over the short-term pleasure of taking it easy. It is not always fun in the moment, but the results are worth it. Consistency is also about integrity. It is about aligning your actions with your words, your values, your goals. When you consistently act in accordance with what you say is important to you, you build a strong sense of personal integrity. Another benefit of consistency is that it helps you develop a strong sense of identity. You become known to yourself and others as someone who follows through, someone who can be counted on. This identity becomes a powerful force in shaping your actions and your future. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to be patient with yourself. Change takes time. Results take time. By consistent putting in the effort day after day, you give yourself the best chance at achieving your goals. Consistency is also about creating positive habits. When you consistently take positive actions, they eventually become automatic. You no longer have to force yourself. It becomes a natural part of who you are. Remember, consistency is not about being perfect. It is about being persistent. It is about getting back up when you fall, about recommitting to your goals even when you've had a setback. Forcing yourself to be consistent also means being willing to say no to things that don't align with your goals. It means prioritizing your consistent efforts over short-term distractions or temptations. Consistency is also about creating a legacy. The consistent actions you take today are shaping the person you'll become tomorrow, next year, and for the rest of your life. You are not just working towards a goal. You are building a life. In the end, forcing yourself to be consistent is about taking control of your life. It is about deciding who you want to be and then consistently taking actions that align with that vision. It is about creating the life you want, one consistent action at a time. So force yourself to be consistent. Show up every day, put in the work. Trust the process. The results might not be immediate, but they will come. And when they do, you'll realize that the power of consistency has transformed not just your circumstances, but who you are as a person. That's the true power of consistency. It doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are.